Hello, here we are. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery with an 18 by 24 inch canvas, a little unusual. A stripped out basting brush with one row left, each tine removed between. My OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula. A paint chip. A card that was part of packaging that I just notched and folded back the tines. And some large ball chain, just in case. I'm going to move most of those things out. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want to start by starting. And so I've got some Vivid Intense White that I mixed with a little bit of regular Floetrol, American Floetrol. I have water on my canvas, excuse me. I want to make something very abstract, expressionist. I'm just looking to have some entertainment value. I have pre-primed this canvas with a layer of Artist Loft white paint yesterday. As you can see, maybe you can see, the OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula that can be found on my Amazon link shows up impurities in the paint very well as you swipe. Now I've got some Atelier Black, I think it was interactive as well. I'm not trying to do anything specifically other than get a portion of this canvas wet. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of Indian Spice Prizm Pour. I'm a Colourarte affiliate. You'll find a 20% off Colourarte coupon code, and it might be more. You might want to check that. I want to just free myself up from any kind of ideas about what I might want to do. Anything with Floetrol in it, like that white paint, will level itself out, but I'm not sure how far I'm going to get. Now, what did I do with the black? I think the black, the Atelier Black is going to go with, I thought it was the Poseidon, no, it's blue black. It's a Vivid Intense. And I'm going to throw a little bit of Midnight Shadow in there. And for grins, I'm going to add some Snapdragon, which is a Prizm Pour. Midnight Shadow is a Prizm Pour. Snapdragon is actually a primary element. I don't have a lot of room to swing things around, so I'm going to pull my turntable back. Hopefully you can still see everything. No matter what I get to start with, it's going to change a lot. It's really all about just getting paint on the canvas for me right now. I kind of wanted to leave some white, some negative space, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Because I can always try and go back after. And evidently, using my spatula to remove paint does work quite well, obviously. Now I've got some Burmese Ruby. Burmese Red it's called. I don't know why I keep calling it Burmese Ruby, except for I once upon a time had a stone that was a Burmese Ruby. Burmese Red. Now if I get enough paint on the canvas, I got a shot at scraping or chain pulling or balloon rolling or some variation on that theme. I'm really tempted to use some of my Meeden Black. It's very, very black though. I'm trying not to think that I have a time constraint, but I'm so used to trying to paint within the time limit that the camera shut off at 20 minutes provides that it makes it difficult. And I don't really want to do everything with my spatula. I am going to use some Meeden Black. And it goes a long, long way. And as long as I have a nice smooth stroke with my spatula, I shouldn't have too much canvas showing. Not that that should really be an issue since I did paint it in advance. Now this, like I said, this is going to be very abstract expressionist, and that is my intention. And I'm not adverse to using some more tools. I'm being called to the Vivid Intense Fluorescent Blue-Green. Just instincts. I don't mind texture from the spatula on the dry canvas. You can scrape paint off with these OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatulas, are the bomb. Now, I haven't used any of my new red violet, and I just mixed a batch of this Vivid Intense red violet fluorescent with golden diamonds in it, which is a primary element. I'm loving that color. I kind of like to have it be majorly the color of the eventual painting. I have some Prussian violet, which I think, I'm not 100%, I think it's a primary element. And I'm going to use that in conjunction with that blue-green and maybe something else. Maybe some more of the Prizm Pour the Midnight Shadow. I want to scrape that off. Sometimes I like to spontaneously make with my spatula edge. I'm not very concerned with having any geometric aspect to this. I kind of like it to be not geometric if it's at all possible. Not that I'm sure what's going to happen. Now I'm even less sure because I'm very certain that that's going to be very dominant in a minute. But like I said, if I get enough paint on the canvas, come on, open. This is Sea Monster if it'll open. Yeah, I got it. I'm loving that green, except for that lump of something that I just saw come out. And I do have tweezers, so keep your eye on your clumps and pull them out. We all get them, I think. I do expect at a certain point in time there will be paint falling off the canvas or being picked up by the spatula. I'm not unhappy with what I've got so far. I'm going to grab some more of the Meeden Black, which is doing something weird. I need to remix it with some water and see if it cures the issue that I'm having with little splotches showing up. I did say I didn't want geometric, so I'm going to try and I don't mind removing paint with the blade of my spatula, mark making. But by the same token, I am strongly considering chain pulling. I am going to go ahead and experiment right now while I know I still have wet paint. that looks like a landscape from my perspective, which is pretty bizarre. I don't know if I was even expecting to do chain pulls. All I know is I love the fact that I pre-painted the canvas white, so I don't need to worry about covering anything that I'm not interested in covering. That really looks like weather in the sky. I'm not sure that last mark was something I really wanted, but I'm going to throw that in the bucket. Just in case I want it again, I'll just dry it off. So this is the landscape. I don't know if you can see that or not, that I was seeing, with this being the sky, but it's not actually very relevant to whether I go on or not, because that was never the point. So what have I got? I've got more of this Snapdragon, and I think I'm almost done, to tell you the truth, but I'm not sure because that could change at any moment. I like using acetate cards, but that's very geometric. I still like the texture of it though. I was happy to play with the Vivid Intense White. I did take my original mixture and go back and give another hefty squirt of the white in there. What do I want? I want some gold or some silver. Maybe I'm going to try the silver. It's really tempting to think about the interferences. And I've got Violet Opal. That might be kind of cool. You've got to open these bottles enough. If you don't get any paint out. Now I wish I had all the time in the world, because in that case I would just slow my roll until I felt really that all my playfulness was going to pay me off in allowing me to really investigate what feels right. But like I said, I'm used to doing things in a limited amount of time, so that's my instinct. I want to take that. I didn't think about putting any cell activator in yet until this moment, and I'm not actually ready yet. I'm still kind of enjoying what I've got. I'm going to go back ahead and use some more of the Violet Opal in this canvassy spot. Surprise, surprise, I don't mind the geometric aspect of that. I haven't used any of that black. Excuse me, I was looking at black. I haven't used any of those toothy tools, but I'm definitely still thinking about it. And it's definitely hard to turn my canvas with a limited amount of space. I'm really liking my colors. I'm not sure what it looks like from your angle because I can't seem to bring myself to change it up. Here's the true silver. Do I want that or do I want Chantilly lace? We'll give the true silver a shot first. Now I did threaten to scratch some things, and I haven't done a lot of that. But the chain pull sort of did some of that. I think I'm going to use some cell activator, even if it's a little odd. We'll use the white, and I'm going to give myself another little burst of the Meeden, so I'm pretty sure it will work. That's not bothering me. Shouldn't have stuck my finger in there. Alright, so I'm thinking I've got 3 minutes left before the timer goes off again, and then it'll give me 1 minute. So I should tell you guys, I should tell you I love you. Ha! Because you inspired the heck out of me. But this is not a typical anything that I would expect anybody else to be doing. But I don't also think there's any reason why you shouldn't play with your paint. I kind of want a little bit more of that gold, but I don't mind the idea of it being mixed with the paint that's on my card. Now, I've got my little tool, so I'm going to use it. Let's try the basting brush first, just because. I'll add some texture. I'm using it in a very unconventional way, not straightforwardly at all. I'm making scratch marks. And I like the basting brush, especially because I get to drag whatever paint is on the bristles along. And I know I put some extra over here, so if I want to go in there, I can. Now, just because I love this tool, for adding texture, and I'm just learning how to use it. I suspect that this is the way up that I would choose it. Now I'm going to black my edges no matter what, but I like this in a whole bunch of directions, so that makes me feel like maybe I have created something that has a composition to it, that has some balance to it. I like it upside down as much as I like it straight up, right side up. Anywhere the edges are black, I'm going to black them. Let me see if I'm really done. I like to use this little rake tool at all different angles. I will include the video for creating acetate tools, which should help. Alright, I'm going to see if I can't shimmer this at you. It's not a typical anything. It's stuff that I like to do. It's very specifically abstract expressionist. That one, my spot is bugging me. I could probably work on this for a long time, but I've got 1 minute left to say thank you for the kind words and the comments that keep my morale boosted. I really appreciate them. Thank you for the donations through PayPal. The icon's on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner. Thank you for your comments and your kind words, and just know that there's 29 lists. Actually, there's 30 lists of videos, and if you like a certain genre, mention it in a comment and I'll share a list with you. I do sell my artwork. My paint pouring recipes below show more. My link tree has all kinds of links, including my website. I do give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I do sell my artwork, and there's a Colourarte coupon code for 20% off at least, and 10% off pixel paint designs that'll get you Australian Floetrol and Pebeo paints and Boom Gel. Anyway, so check out my Amazon link. My 2 books are there. That's on the Amazon link also. I said that twice. Thank you again for everything. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Please don't forget the thumbs up. I really appreciate it when you share my videos, and I appreciate your comments. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you anon. Priscilla out.